Hi, my name is Terry, and you're watching Terry Tells the Story. Today we're talking about George Foreman and his 10-year retirement. George Foreman grew up in the 5th Ward of Houston, Texas. His early life was marked by poverty and frequent trouble with the law. He eventually joined the Job Corps, where he met a boxing coach who encouraged him to channel his physical energy into the sport. In 1968, only 2 years after he began boxing, Foreman won an Olympic gold medal in Mexico City. He turned professional shortly after, quickly gaining a reputation for his punching power. By 1973, Foreman was the top contender for a heavyweight title. He faced Joe Frazier, the undefeated champion, and knocked him down 6 times in 2 rounds to claim the belt. Foreman successfully defended his title twice before traveling to Zaire in 1974 to fight Muhammad Ali. Despite being the heavy favorite, Foreman lost the championship by knockout in the 8th round. Foreman continued to fight for 3 more years, but his perspective changed on March 17, 1977. After losing a 12-round decision to Jimmy Young in San Juan, Puerto Rico, Foreman suffered from heat exhaustion and a spiritual crisis in his dressing room. He stated that he had a vision of death and he felt a physical transformation. He walked away from boxing the next day, telling his promoters that he was finished with the sport. For the next decade, Foreman lived a quiet life in Houston. He became a minister at the Church of the Lord Jesus Christ and spent his days preaching on the street corners and in his church. He used his savings to establish the George Foreman Youth and Community Center, providing a space for at-risk children to play sports and to receive mentoring. Unlike many retired athletes, he did not train or keep in contact with the boxing world. He grew a beard, he gained weight, and became known in his neighborhood as a soft-spoken preacher rather than a fighter. By 1987, the youth center's funds were nearly exhausted. Foreman realized that his personal savings were no longer enough to maintain the facility and its programs. At 38 years old, he announced his return to boxing. His stated goal was not just to win, but to raise money for his youth center and to prove that age was not a barrier to success. His comeback lasted 7 years and consisted of over 20 fights. The boxing public initially viewed him as a sideshow because of his age and because of his jovial, friendly personality, which contrasted with the brooding persona of his youth. However, he continued to win. In 1991, he lost a competitive decision to the younger champion, Evander Holyfield, proving that he could still compete at the highest level. On November 5, 1994, Foreman was given another title shot against Michael Moorer. For 9 rounds, the 26-year-old Moorer outboxed the 45-year-old Foreman. In the 10th round, however, Foreman landed a short right hand to Moorer's chin, resulting in a knockout. The victory made Foreman the oldest heavyweight champion in history. The success of his comeback led to numerous endorsement opportunities. In the mid-1990s, he partnered with Salton Inc. to promote a portable electric grill. The George Foreman grill became a global phenomenon, selling over 100 million units worldwide. In 1999, Foreman accepted a buyout of $138 million for the rights to use his name on the product in perpetuity, ensuring the financial future of his family and his youth center. So, the Spanish I'm going to be teaching you today is un cambio de rumbo. Un cambio de rumbo. And what that means is a change of course. If you like this video or you learned something new, drop a like down below. If you have a specific topic that you'd like to see me cover, drop me a comment. And if you'd like to support this work that I do, there'll be a link to the Cashapp in the description box below. We'll see you next time.